this is what America's going to look like in 4 years. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just kidding. No offense. That was it. No, okay. Just here to warn you, know. When people think of the Middle East, it conjures up images of many things. Destruction, instability, oppression, occupation, conflict. The list goes on. These conditions are part of our reality, but they aren't its entirety. While it's true that my peers and I live in a very turbulent region, with the rise of the internet and open source technology, we're on a mission to turn the region into a cradle of innovation and creativity. 10 years ago, I founded an organization in Bahrain which develops platforms that amplify the voices of underrepresented communities. These projects range from initiatives for political musicians who face censorship, to the rights of the LGBT community, where our very identity is a crime, to the rights of ethnic and religious minorities who have been historically discriminated against. Our tools have enjoyed success because people trust and respect that we're homegrown. When we build platforms domestically, we tap into an existing network, enabling these communities to, when we build platforms domestically, we tap into an existing network, enabling these new technologies to grow organically instead of relying on the, it's because I was trying to find a way to say this without offending anyone, so it's really hard. Because I have to restart and say, oh, I think this person might be offended. Instead of relying on the hype of foreign consultants who come for a weekend workshop about a product we don't understand and then disappear. Believe it or not, many foundations are spending millions of dollars on just that. This money could obviously would be making far more impact had it been invested in homegrown initiatives. And it sounds like common sense, but it's not being implemented today. Far from it. When it comes to tech development, the bulk of support is going towards US-based proposed solution to Middle Eastern problems, resulting in imported products that don't take into account the social, cultural, and political context of our everyday struggles, and therefore they always fail. These efforts, while well-intentioned, don't take into account the the security implications. So and aside from that, they interrupt homegrown efforts by removing or exhausting the resources local developers need in order to thrive. Creators like us are stuck finding our own paths to success. At home, we're too risky to invest in. Abroad, we're too foreign. Many of us have resorted to selling our belongings in order to bring certain projects to life, to pay for developers, additional servers, designers, and other crucial elements that are necessary for a project's long-term success and eventual sustainability. When we see how the US media covers our affairs, we understand why people abroad often have the impression they were helpless, incapable people who must wait for saviors to build tools for us. They don't see that the Middle East is behind civic tech tools that have been open source and used by organizations internationally. They see us as victims and consumers, not innovators. For the last decade, we've had dealings with multiple foundations, funders, and even press who don't see the potential in what we're building and don't respect just people who are assholes, basically. 12 years I'm dealing with these people, I'm telling you. They don't respect our visions for our own future. Institutions with countless resources who either don't support us at all, or if they do it in tiny amounts merely out of pity and tokenism. I am an empowered career woman in the Arab world. I don't need pity, and I'm not a token. I spent my entire life building tools with enormous impact, and I'm not here for anyone's validation, because I know we kick ass. I'm here to challenge the misconception that Middle Eastern people are merely consuming technology, not building it. The tools we're building are being used around the world, not just in the region, despite being conceived there. You can be a part of the solution by understanding and acknowledging that we exist, by respecting that we're putting our lives on the line to create these much needed tools in our societies, and realizing that local solutions will always have the edge over the ones imported from abroad. The original statement was, local solutions will always trump exported ones. It's pretty good. I'm really good with puns, so anyways. We're perfectly capable in building our own products. We have the expertise, the courage, and the passion. It's the funding that's missing, and that missing piece is where you should come in, even though you're not. Thank you very much. And I just want to say that, I mean, just honestly, it's really tough what's happening in the world. I just want to highlight that people talk about women in tech all the time, but if you come to the Middle East, the majority of people building civic tech tools are women. We don't really just sit there and talk about gender and things like that. We're just showing you. So visit our website, majal.org. You'll see the amount of kickassery that can happen when you enable and empower and respect women. Thank you.